And for an update on what's happening in Libya, we're joined on the phone by our correspondent Barton, who is now in Tripoli. Hello, Jack. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, could you let us know the latest from Tripoli?
Well, it's very hard for us to gauge exactly what the mood is in Tripoli because foreign journalists are confined to 2 hotels unless taken out on trips that are, of course, supervised and pre-arranged by officials. But from those trips, we do know that the security situation in and around the city is tight. Libyans have to navigate through almost a dozen roadblocks to enter or leave the city. And we also know from contacts in Tripoli that predate the current conflict that the capital is polarized between a large section of the population that silently opposes Colonel Gaddafi and members of 2 tribal groups with a large presence here who remain loyal to the Libyan leader. Now, many businesses have temporarily shut down and the city is running low on some basics such as fruit. But Tripoli has so far been spared the bloodshed that we've seen in many other parts of the country. But even with our limited access, it's not difficult to see that the mood in the city is extremely tense.
Well, Misrata is the last big rebel stronghold in western Libya. From what you know, what do you think of that city's fate?
Well, fighting has intensified in Misrata. It's very difficult to see, if things are going to change a lot over the last few days. The city has now been under siege for almost a month and a half. And during that time, we believe more than 240 people have been killed and more than 1,000 injured. Now, as of yesterday, the government has been reportedly pounding the city with tank rounds as well as artillery and mortar fire. However, what we keep hearing in reports from residents and medical staff there is that it is government snipers operating within the city itself that are doing most of the damage because they prevent people from leaving their homes to try to find food. And of course, they're also taking a deadly toll. A doctor in Misrata said at least 6 residents had been killed yesterday, most of them by sniper fire. Now, it's very hard to know if the city's going to fall in the next few days because, as I said, it's been under siege for almost a month and a half now, and it's proved very impervious to that assault. However, in the last, say, 48 hours, from everything we're hearing, the fighting has dramatically intensified.
Okay, thank you, Jack.